Hello, hello, my green skins, and today we are going to be talking about redwall because someone wanted bunnies in the next review. Don't own a bunny, so this is the next best thing. And I couldn't find Watership Down, my VHS tape. This series is based off a book series by Brian Japes. And this was a very interesting thing because this is a British show. No, not British show, sorry, I apologize. This is a British author who's done a lot, apparently, including being a stand up comedian. A Canadian slash French Canadian company. And this was broadcast on either Teletoon or YTV. I can't remember where it originally was. Everyone says it was YTV or no, everyone said it was Teletoon. I apologize. That's just that I have to talk about those stations eventually because those stations were kind of fun for a lot of things. And this show had its didn't really have an opinion on me in a lot of ways, and I kind of forgot about it, to be perfectly honest. This is one of those shows that I'm like, damn, I completely forgot about this show. And it shocked me a little bit that my adult brain, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I remembered this. Like this was something plucked from the past. This is literally, I think I watched this on Teletoon because it was on late at night, and late at night Teletoon used to have some interesting stuff. And I really did enjoy watching the late night anime like Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll, and I can't remember what, there was a couple others I remember very clearly being back in the day. Patent Laborer, these old animes or these animes they put on. And then after that, it's like, what's this Redwall show? And I sat down and watched it and I enjoyed it. And this show is very shocking in a lot of ways for me. That, you know, one, this is on YouTube right now on Teletoon Direct, no, Treehouse Direct, which means these are kid shows that you can actually show any kid. Like they're free to watch and they're uninterrupted, no commercial breaks, which is nice. There's nothing like that's kind of cool that that's on YouTube. And I'm gonna have fun with. And this was a fun little show to watch. And we're gonna break down next. Coming up is the voice acting. So this cast kind of caused me a little bit of a problem. At first, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, this is going to be so easy," and then I look at the voice cast. Wow, for a Canadian show, this had a large voice cast, and I'm not 100% who's who in this. So I've decided to just pick out a couple names and then just go right to the fucking voice acting. So a famous character actress, and actually kind of like her as an actress. Her name is Janet Wright. She is also known for Corner Gas, and she plays she plays the Badger. And the other character I know is Tim Curry because Tim Curry. I know he's only in one episode. I don't care. It's Tim Curry. But the voice acting, on the other hand, this is where this show is at its strongest. It has a pretty solid voice cast. It's not perfect, like, can't deny that. It's not the greatest voice cast, but it's still very well done. And they did a great job. And I'm not, like, even the, okay, I think there were child actresses in this, or child actors or actresses at this thing, and they're not annoying. Like usually voice acting, it sounded young, but like they actually did a good job. And for a show like this, I'm kind of surprised. And I did enjoy that, and it really did kind of have a really good voice acting. Shockingly better than I thought it would be. And I had a good time with that. And that was one of the better things. Like again, I'm kind of shocked that like I shouldn't be because, a lot of anime back in the day, considering the good anime, the ones that had good dubbing, was usually done by a Canadian company. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I'm very impressed. Next, let's break down to the story. So, parents, feel like your kids haven't seen enough death and murder. Want them to know that at any time you could be taken away from them and their suffering can be absolute? Well, do I have a kid show for you Redwall. I know I'm joking here, but man, there's a body count in this one. And they don't fucking pull their punches, which makes it kind of interesting for a story that they're not kidding around. Like, people do die, and they really do hold it as, like, kind of like, well, this character's dead. Well, that character's dead. Well, this character's dead. Well, that character's dead. Well, this character's dead. Now, the goody goods don't die. It's usually the bad guys of their own ignorance or the fact that they believe that they have some sort of protection or something like that. Like, it's always something. Like, one of the bad guys dies by doing, he does his job, dies, assumes his good guy, his bad guy is going to save him. Like the boss is going to save him because he still accomplished his goal, but no, the boss just didn't. And that is one of the biggest problems with this. This is a hero's tale, but I believe the bad guys are the bad guys and the good guys are the good guys. There is no gray in this show at all. It's either you're a hero or you're a bad guy, and that's it. Now, I can see people having criticism to that, but this is meant to be something of, like, these are your family, these are that, and there's some exceptions to the matter. And it's kind of a breath of fresh air instead of these, oh, well, I'm actually not a bad guy, but I'm a good guy, but I'm a bad guy. Like, they tried that crap with Madam Web recently, where they had the bad guys like, well, I suffered, at the beginning 5 seconds, and then they dropped it. It this just kind of sucked. But overall, this had a solid story. It is the story of a young adventuring mouse who lost everything, finds himself at a new home called Redwall Abbey, and starts hearing the voice of the ancient warrior who created this abbey. And his goal is to find the secret sword and defeat the evil Clooney. Which, again, the voice acting in this is really good, especially the guy who does Clooney. He has this sound when he does his voice, and it works. Overall, it's a battle. They even have a metaphorical dragon with Asmodeus, and it works. I enjoy it. I had fun. That's the best I can put for it. And for the first season of this show, yeah, it was really good. So, on to the music. And the music in this show is actually very good. Surprisingly better in a lot of ways, but it does have a lot of, like, one-hit notes. Like, for 13 episodes of Season 1, which is what I basically watched, I was like, do 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 do. They do that's and they do different stuff. Like when they do the sparrows, for example, like some characters will have their own little music, and they actually add to that flourish, which is really good. I like the music. I like the music for the feasting. I like the music for the travels. I think they did a great job for that, and I absolutely enjoy that. Overall, good music. I had a good time with the music in this show, and they did a great job for that. And I can't complain. No complaints here. Now to the art style. So the art style for this show. First of all, I'm just gonna put some imagery up of the actual books. The book titles look epic. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one. I think they look good. And overall, this was well done. The colors are vibrant. It pops. It looks good. There's some errors, but again, I'm not complaining. I think they did a great job. It's not perfect, but for American television, especially in the 90s, yeah, I'm not disappointed. Great job. Overall, really good. Like, this is the thing. It's hit after hit after hit. It's harder. It's more fun when something doesn't hit off my radar and I have something to say. But this one was so well done. I got no real complaints and no real criticisms. Nothing. Like, this was good. Overall, solid. Next, we'll go to my rating. So, a surprise shocker for me and a very impressive show. Like, holy crap! I'm shocked. I'm surprised. absolutely enjoyed. So yeah, I'm giving this a 7.5, at least for season 1. I think there are 3 seasons to this show. And I'm very shocked. And I absolutely enjoyed this. And other than that, yeah, this was quite good. I solid. Definitely something you could show your kids. I would say because of the body count, and yeah, there is a body count. I know these are anthropomorphic animals, but it's still a body count. So let's say uh, 8 to 13 would be my rough age for this show. Like adults can watch this, but kids can watch it too. It all depends. You have to have a mature 8-year-old to watch this. That's my rough gauge. That's my own personal opinion on the matter. And overall, great show. Yeah, final thoughts next. I know this is going to be a little mean of me to say this, but I'm super, super, super happy that this show did not get a Netflix show or a movie or anything. Like, okay, the Steam video game, okay, I'll give that a pass. But I really, really, really did not want a show from Netflix, at least now. I think this is one of these things that you just can't do nowadays. And at least for the moment, I don't think this show would fare well. It's the same thing with, I'm very, very happy that, The Witcher got made. Okay, great. But then you got like Elric, which is a darker, more violent, more aggressive. Like, I mean, Elric Oric, the Dark Elf Prince, that whole thing with Michael Moorcock, if that ever got made in Amazon right now, after seeing Rings of Power and Wheel of Time and Willow, I'm not impressed, and I would not want to see this show. This is good fantasy. This you can watch it almost. You can watch it on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. In some places, it's on Netflix, and you can watch it complete. Almost like I think it's a complete version is on YouTube for free. So I would suggest watching it there because I don't believe in giving I don't believe in giving Netflix money, at least until they drop their prices. I remember when it was $6 to have Netflix. Now it's almost 20. Go fuck yourself. Oh, fuck, that makes me mad. But I'd like to thank everybody for listening in. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope to see you guys on the next Orc War Chief Reviews. Have a good day.